Thank you for visiting bestbiblecommentaries.com. In this video, I'd like to show you the 2-volume Commentary on the New Testament set by scholar Robert H. Gundry. Before I do, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel to see videos on Bible commentaries, study Bibles, and other resources that help people understand God's Word. Robert H. Gundry is a New Testament scholar. He is well known for his standalone commentaries on Matthew and Mark. In this set, Robert Gundry covers all 27 books of the New Testament in 2 volumes. Each volume is a little over 500 pages, so there's approximately between 1,100 and 1,200 pages in the entire set. The subtitle is Verse-by-Verse Explanations with a Literal Translation. Now, even though it's between 11 and 1,200 pages, that's a lot of information to cram into 2 volumes. A verse-by-verse explanation for every verse of the New Testament with a literal translation. So let me show you how that's accomplished in the layout. The publisher has organized the information into 2 columns, which enables a lot of information to be on one page. And then the font is pretty small. It's probably an 8-point font, maybe even a few points less than that. But the layout is not necessarily harmful to the eyes. Sometimes books try and cram so much information that it hurts the eyes to even find information. That's not necessarily the case with this layout. The verses, the original translation, are in black bold letters, followed by the commentary. And within the black bold letters are some textual notes as well. And there are so there is a lot of exegetical and textual information in here, in addition to theological insight, historical insight, and comments on the literary nature of the 27 books of the New Testament. Robert Gundry, it's important to know, considers himself a conservative evangelical. There has been some criticism, though, over the years in some of the methodology of his scholarship, because he utilizes textual criticism and employs it in ways that others think is perhaps outside the bounds of conservative evangelical hermeneutics. For instance, Robert Gundry was originally signed to write the Matthew commentary in the Expositor's Bible Commentary series, one of the most popular sets of the last 30 or 40 years. But the editors thought that his textual criticism was too strong, and so that assignment was taken away from him and given to D.A. Carson, who wrote the Matthew volume in the Expositor's Bible Commentary series. Robert Gundry's standalone commentaries on Matthew and Mark are also, textual criticism is one of the primary focuses of those volumes. And Gundry will even go so far as to say, with regard to textual criticism, that Matthew in particular edited some of the narratives of Jesus' life and teaching to conform to a particular theology he was trying to present in his gospel. And some have just said that that's outside the bounds to say that a gospel writer manipulated the text or edited the text, pick your adjective, that's outside the bounds to make that assessment. Gundry's counter response is that his conclusions are still evangelical. In other words, he holds to inerrancy, he says, and that the final product of the text is inerrant, the final version of the text through the editing and the process, for instance. The final version of all of that is what is inerrant. So that is how he attempts to hold on to those doctrines that are important to the evangelical tradition. So this is not a new commentary. This is a new edition of the commentary, a new release of the commentary, and I think a new cover design as well. So I hope this video has been helpful to you in understanding more about this this new re-release 2-volume set. Thank you for watching it. I'll put some links down below. Thank you for visiting bestbiblecommentaries.com.